In a quiet monastery nestled between mountains and mists, the old master once said, "Greed is like a flame that feeds upon itself. The more it consumes, the more it burns." Today I will share with you 6 short Zen stories. Stories that reflect the truth of our human craving, our attachments, and our constant hunger for more. Let us begin. Story 1. The Basket of Apples. A child in the village market reached for more apples than he could carry. As he ran, they fell to the ground, bruised and wasted. Tears welled in his eyes as he watched others eat peacefully. A nearby monk knelt and helped him gather what was left. He said, "Take only what you can carry with gratitude. The rest is not yours to hold." The boy learned that greed not only deprives others, it robs us of joy in the little we already have. Story 2. The Rice Bowl. A young monk, hungry after a long day, stole an extra portion of rice from the temple kitchen. That night he dreamt he was drowning in an endless ocean of rice. The more he ate, the deeper he sank. His hunger turned into panic as the grains closed in around him, suffocating and endless. Awakening in terror, he confessed to the master the next morning. The old monk simply smiled and said, "Even a grain taken with greed weighs heavier than a mountain on the soul." From that day, he learned that it is not the quantity of what we take, but the spirit in which we take it, that shapes our inner world. Story 3. The Golden Buddha. During a terrible drought, a rich traveler came to a struggling village and promised he could summon rain if the villagers gave him all their gold. Desperate, they agreed. Days passed. No rain came. The traveler disappeared, leaving behind only false hope and emptier lives. The villagers turned to a wandering monk for guidance. He told them, "You gave away your gold, but not your greed. That is why the sky remains dry." He led them to meditate beneath the open sky, teaching them to release their craving and return to compassion. In time, clouds gathered and rain fell, not just from the heavens, but from hearts that had finally let go. Story 4. The Stone Collector. A merchant found a rare gem while walking through the forest. Obsessed, he abandoned his family and daily life to search for more, convinced he would find the ultimate treasure. Days turned into weeks, weeks into years. One day, deep in the forest, he found a monk seated under a tree, smiling in silence. Curious, the merchant asked what he was searching for. The monk replied, "I've been sitting here for 20 years. I found my gem in stillness." The merchant, weary and hollow despite his riches, suddenly understood. What he had been searching for could never be found in things. True treasure lay in presence. Story 5. The Burning House. A man's home caught fire one evening. Instead of fleeing, he rushed inside to grab his valuables, jewelry, money, and documents. Flames swallowed the building. He never came out. At his funeral, the master whispered to his disciples, "This is how most people live. Their attachments are more important than their lives." Greed does not always look violent. Sometimes it simply refuses to let go. And in that refusal, we burn. Story 6. The Fish in the Jar. A young boy caught several small fish and forced them into a narrow jar, admiring their beauty. One by one, they began to suffocate. His grandfather watched silently. When the boy asked what went wrong, the elder said, "You loved them so much, you tried to keep them. But freedom is the water, not the jar." Sometimes love and greed wear the same mask. Only by choosing openness do we truly honor what we cherish. Dear listener, greed is not just in wealth. It is in our clinging to praise, comfort, control, even identity. And as Zen teaches, what we cling to ends up owning us. Take a moment now. Breathe. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to so tightly that I've forgotten how to live lightly? Let go. Not of ambition or effort, but of the need to possess what cannot be possessed. If these stories spark something within you, consider subscribing to this channel. Click the bell to join us in this journey of ancient wisdom and quiet reflection. Leave a comment. Tell us which story spoke to your heart the most. Until next time, namaste.